So I'm an Aussie attempting to be the world's first person to drive a tuk-tuk from Argentina to Alaska, accompanied by my trusty rescued Doberman. We kick-started this adventure in Bolivia, and have last week left Argentina's second largest city. As slow as Tory the tuk-tuk is, we're making solid progress, and we're on track to cross to Chile in 8 days. So here's what we've been up to the past week. Monday had us getting dived on by condors at crazy altitude. We had a local yell at us thinking I was abandoning Paddy, got the tuk-tuk set up in its natural habitat while camping. We had a classic encounter with Argentina's police force. Then a couple days later, got kicked out of a grimy hotel minutes after arriving. Which led us to get an epic pic with Messi. Also, did someone say tuk-tuk country flags? This is the three-wheel dream.
Up ahead is an absolute madness. That's insanity. Oh man, it's been a minute since I felt like this. Just when Mother Nature gives me one of these sights. This is the mountains that goes right up in the clouds, towers above where we are right now. Man, if there's there is. I was like, if there's a safe spot to pull over, I would love to rip out the drone, and there freaking is. We'll leave Paddy here because we're on the highway. Sorry, Paddy. You gotta stay in for this one, alright? For real, we're just outside. I'm just too excited. We filmed the Condor. That's wild. Bussy had a mate as well. Damn, there's so much going on. Anyway, what I was saying was, just while the drone's out there, I got a flyby of a condor and I got it on camera. How good. And like my reaction was, no way, because I couldn't quite see it from the drone, but then looking up I could see the underneath of its like white wings. Woo! Because we're up here. This is Condor town apparently, like with all the statues of the condors and how high we are in the mountains in Argentina here. This is gorgeous. Wow, man, I can see way out there. It came really close. That's why I've landed my drone. I just don't feel right flying in condor territory. I got the absolute dodgiest park to land my drone right on the side of the highway. I just didn't feel right, especially when I got a gorgeous condor just fly past my drone. I'm like, no, like, I'm not the biggest thing out here, and I don't want to do anything to bother or like hurt any wildlife as well. Like, I don't want to have my drone get absolutely swamped by a condor. That would be wild. He's getting closer. Condor's way out there. That's epic, man. That is just truly epic. What a sight. No freaking way, man. That's wild. He's faster than my tuk-tuk. That's for sure. He's just over the road, man. The wingspan of it is about like the length of my tuk-tuk, and to see that so up close, isn't that crazy, Paddy? I gotta cool it down again. day, what a day. We had a great night of sleep, didn't we, Patty? There she is. She's kind of in and out of the tent. She's having a good time, and she's sussing everything out. Cooking up a mate, and then I'm gonna get the drone out to, film the tent to prove that we were camping. And then I'm gonna, have a bit of breakfast. We're closer than we actually thought to Mendoza, so yeah, between a few days of editing, we might get there in about a week and a half, which is really cool. And in Mendoza, I'm gonna make sure that Patty has all the vaccines, and then we can cross to Chile. We've still got the insurance on the vehicle all sorted, so yeah, fingers crossed we have 0 issues. We're all packed up and we're about to get on the road. Just gonna drive out of this first. Well, it's all good. Just straight down. Beauty! Shake! The happy sneezes. Alright, Patty. Please. Good. Oh, we got out of there in one piece, didn't we? And here we go. As we send it down this little bit of dirt road, turn off onto the highway, and send it to San Luis, then to Mendoza. We now just exited Cordoba, the province of Cordoba, and now we're in the province of San Luis. Progress is just nice to see, isn't it? Us actually going distance. Slow and steady, but we get there eventually. Big faith in Tori. Gracias, amigo. ¿Todo bien?
Todo bien.
Buenísimo. Estamos aquí en San Luis, de provincia ahora, y con buena gente. And they just wanted to see my passport, but everything's good. Gracias, amigos.
Amigo.
Okay, bueno. Cuídate, ¿sí?
Suerte.
And they were saying, yeah, you can let Patty out if you'd like, but I was just saying there's a lot of people. There was like maybe 9 policemen crowded around taking photos and stuff, so I was saying she might be getting a bit nervous. So we're all good. And back on the road. Buenísimo. Perfecto. Parecido. Es increíble, sí. Latinoamérica tiene mi corazón. Muy buena gente, sí. Ok, buenísimo.
Chicos.
Chao, chao. Gracias. Really cool. Oh my god, Patty. Far out. I love Argentinian police, man. They're just freaking legends. Wow, 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 Argentina. It makes me, of course, like a little nervous getting amongst the police, but always good. There was a bunch of them. How many policemen does it take to check out a tuk-tuk? Good times. Let's go, baby. ¿Qué? No, va a quedar conmigo. Ey, Pati. Mira, acá. Place. I got some woman on the other side of the road yelling at me saying, don't bring the dog over. The dog's not coming over. Voy a poner combustible y seguir, nafta. Ella, el perro es mío.
Claro, no los vaya a dejar tirados porque me tiran los perros por acá y se los matan.
Ah, no, claro que no.
Va a la policía.
¿Cómo?
A la policía, vete.
No. Viste, no tengo nafta.
A la Madonna.
Voy a poner nafta y seguir.
Bueno.
Y nada más.
¿Sabes qué? No va a dejar el perro.
No, ella es mío, no. She thought I was going to leave the dog and then keep going. What a crazy time. Soy un pelotudo. Man, I put way too much. In that case, when I overfill it, it's not the first time, won't be the last time. I just get the water, just chuck it in, put a bit on the tuk-tuk, and it all just comes out. All good. Yeah, Patty, we'll let you out down the road because she's still there. She's like, don't you dare leave your dog. Ciao. Because I guess it must not be the first time she's seen that, unfortunately. That's us, we made it. I just let Patty out. We made it to San Luis. And yeah, we're just gonna keep heading along this road until we find the center and maybe somewhere to stay for the night for a couple days. I don't know, it just depends on the vibe. Well, we made it and we found a spot. I'll show you guys what we're looking at for $6 a night. Perdón, estoy diciendo cochecito y perito.
No, cochecito, te entendí, coche. No, el dueño no me deja. No,
Ok.
acá es un hotel.
Bueno, ella es acostumbrada a dormir dentro del coche.
No, pero el dueño no me deja.
No, sí. Estoy diciendo.
No, acá hay mucha gente.
Sí.
Pasándose con los perros por los pasillos, ¿no?
Estoy
Yo te entendí
diciendo.
coche, no
Sí,
me
sí.
hablaste bien. No te entendí, no sé, pero no, perro no.
Sí, ella va a dormir en el coche.
¿Eh?
Ella va a dormir en el
Sí,
coche.
pero no podés tener acá adentro.
No, claro.
No,
Sí.
todo el día, toda la noche. Perro,
Claro.
acá en la habitación.
Claro. No quiero quedar.
Bueno.
I'm gonna not swear. That really annoys me. We weren't gonna stay here more than a day, but now we're just not gonna stay here at all. So I'm gonna get all the stuff back in the tuk-tuk. The tuk-tuk needs to be packed so perfectly so nothing moves or falls out of the doors and things like that. And for me to like take everything in the room, set it up, and then just bring Patty in, and then for her to be like, I don't know, she's just a funky lady. Even her response, I was telling her, oh, okay, the dog's gonna sleep in the tuk-tuk, and she didn't even let me get a word out. Whatever. Está bien. Yeah, you're a bit on edge. It's okay. You're a bit confused. You're doing well. You're doing really well. So I'm going to a tourist information spot. Probably what we should have done in the first place. I can just go to the first place they recommend. They usually even go so far to like call the place to see if there's room so that when you get there they know that you're coming, rather than me going hostel to hotel to... Yeah, I went to a couple hotels that told me about that hostel, and about 6 people had to give me directions on that where that hostel was. Because some people knew, some people didn't. I was just going rat racing up and down the same avenue, you know? Okay, getting lost was kind of worth seeing that nod to the champions of the world with Messi and the 3 stars on the side of the wall. That's the main plaza at San Luis. We're just coming through with a tuk-tuk and a dream. But I feel like we're getting further away. That thing is huge. Oh man, I could see myself getting closer and closer to pulling the plug on San Luis and just going camping. Late afternoon, it's not a good idea, but it's an idea. Tourist information?
Doblas acá,
Sí.
sí, ahí adentro. Y enfrente tenés, justo enfrente.
En la
así.
esquina ahí.
No, no así enfrente,
sí.
así.
Okay, 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 gracias. We're feeling it, Ryan. Come on, you can do it, my brother. Find the tourist information and all your prayers and hopes and answers will be answered. Well, we found it. Big fat eye. I was too busy looking at the Messi mural. It's just across the road when I passed that. Anyway, let's go check it out. It's fancy with it.
Este póster no me atiende.
Ah,
No sé
sí.
si está cerrado.
Sí.
Vamos a ver.
Yeah, in there they were really nice. We spoke to like 5 people on the phone. We, as in they did. It's like, that's just a headache I'm not about. We got the map. So we're staying in like a nicer place. It was the only place available that accepted dogs. Apparently in this town it's pretty hard. And the other places that did accept dogs were busy. So we're paying like $18. It is what it is. One night and then we're off. Shower, fill up the water, wash the dishes from last night, and then we might camp another night. Shall we, Patti? Yeah, we just hit up San Luis and there's nowhere we like can't not put the tuk-tuk in front of this epic, messy Maradona mural and get a few snapshots. How cool is that?
¿Por qué no conseguís otra cosa?
Fue ocupado o no aceptan mascotas.
Y sí, acá aceptamos, pero siempre y cuando se porte bien. Un más chico, ¿viste?
Ok, buenísimo.
Acá tenés cocina.
Perfecto, wow.
¿Viste?
Qué cómodo. Gracias. Ciao, ciao. How good. It's like, it's a bit expensive, but considering it's a freaking house, oh, we're living the life, Patty. We're living the life. Adentro. There we go. How good. It's huge. I've definitely not been in a house all to myself for such a long time. Maybe since Australia, to be honest. Even like my own courtyard, like for 18 USD a night, that's not bad, eh? Your own kitchen and stuff. It's got everything you can need within like a walking distance here as well, which is really cool. And we've just been absolutely sending the travels. So I just realized like I'm on my last GoPro battery, all of the drone batteries need charging. We're just, yeah, in a sketchy like little hostel. This is like a huge change up, ain't it, Patty? Wow. I'll get you water so you know that we're in a comfortable spot where you can relax. And I can shower for the first time in a couple of days. Yeah, check that out. Ooh. Ay, afuera, chiche. What a day, what a day. We're just currently walking the little side streets of Argentina. We don't have dog, so we don't have Patty. I've gone and done a little thing. I've ordered a few flags for the back window of the tuk-tuk for whichever country we're in to just represent that a little bit better. So with the photos and videos, it'll come across a lot nicer. And as well, the country's people of wherever you are really love when you're representing their flag. So we're just gonna go pick them up now. Ah, mira. Ay, qué lindo. Gracias.
Ok. Le haces todo, ¿no? Sí, sí.
Es increíble como algunas banderas no lo sé, no conozco.
No, yo tampoco. Esto sí me ubico.
Sí. Verdad. Qué buenísimo, sí. Me encanta. Gracias. Yo, how good we got it all. So the tuk-tuk's in the garage out the back, so we're gonna go get Patty, let her have a run around, and I'll show you one other surprise I got as well. While we put the flag of Argentina on the back. Yeah, missing a door and a wall, mate. Hola, Patty. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Vamos al tuk-tuk. Come here. Free. And there's the tuk-tuk. And that should just sit perfectly in the back window. There's been a cat in the tuk-tuk. It's a good thing we don't have any food in the tuk-tuk. So the other surprise that we got is we've kind of got this little mural of like memories and stuff going. These two were from the blessing ceremony. This is the photo that we took in the restaurant for when I was affiliated officially with Motorland. This is from like another traveling family that I met in a tuk-tuk. And then, yeah, a little Santa Cruz hat and a few little, like, a bottle opener and stuff like that. These are all, like, gifts from other people. And now that we're in Argentina, we don't have anything up here from Argentina. So, we decided to invest in a little Messi, which is, like, the coolest thing. So there we have it. We've got the couple memories of Bolivia and now starting the Argentina section. We've got Argentina, and it should just sit on the other side of this window, and it's vinyl, like a good quality material, so it'll last a good while, waterproof, even though it's sitting on the inside and it doesn't have to stick. So I'll just, yeah, prop it up and then it should stay. So currently at the back I've got this like little shade mesh, which is just for a bit of sun cover and heat cover for like the tires that are always sitting here, the fuel especially, and the other couple of things. So we just prop it in behind and underneath that it's sitting up there, and yeah, should look really good. Well, look at that. That's pretty impressive. That's just yeah, that's exciting. That's just, I don't know, it's just more, even more, wow. You're just driving behind me and like, how cool does that look? That's gangster, man. You know, like a little kid, when I just get something new for the tuk-tuk, I bought a freaking Messi figurine. I'm like happy about it, you know what I mean? Even just to fathom the fact that I've got 22 other country flags that I'm eventually gonna put on this tuk-tuk for the, like, as I travel through, is just insane. Yeah, incredible. What a day, what a day.